What's up, everybody? This is MDP, the Modern Day Prophet, and I'm here to do another UFC video. I haven't done one in a while. This one is going to be called, do the UFC fans really want to see Jones versus Miocic over Jones versus Aspinall? And that's what we're going to talk about here today. Excuse me, I still have the mask on. I know I'm not even going to get into that, but let me go ahead and jump right into this video. Do the UFC fans really want to see Jones versus Miocic over Jones versus Aspinall? The answer to me would be no, they don't. This fight really didn't make sense from the jump, and it definitely doesn't make sense to hold up the entire division when the division is hotter than it's ever been over a fight that's not even relevant to the division. Now, I was willing to overlook it at first because of John Jones's and Stipe Miocic's legendary status. Hey, girl, come on, I need you to get down. Because of their legendary status. But now that Jones has been injured and they're talking about holding a fight up for 7 or 8 months, and it may even be longer than that. Now it doesn't make any sense at all, because what they did was they ripped the UFC fans off, basically. I can't remember if it was UFC 290. I can't remember. Whichever one when Tom Aspinall beat Sergey Pavlovich for the interim title. They told the fans that that was for the interim title. But in reality, it wasn't for anything, because the interim title doesn't mean anything if Tom Aspinall doesn't defend it. You see, so it really meant nothing. I feel very ripped off about that. And there's only a couple of ways to fix it. Now, you can either have Stipe Miocic fight Tom Aspinall, and then the winner fights John Jones, or you can strip John Jones of the title and make Tom Aspinall the champ, or you can or John Jones is going to have to fight Tom Aspinall first before Stipe Miocic. Those are the only 3 ways this works. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Stipe Miocic's last fight, he got knocked out 3 years ago. That was his last fight. He got knocked out by Francis Ngannou. And unlike Anthony Smith, who I like a lot, no problem with him, but he said that Stipe Miocic and John Jones is a super fight. And I beg to disagree. John Jones and Stipe Miocic is not the super fight. John Jones and Francis Ngannou is the super fight. This is not going to happen. But that's the super fight. That's the fight everybody wanted to see. And I'm going to tell y'all how stupid it is that fight didn't happen. They could have paid, and I know they're kicking themselves now, but they could have paid John Jones $10 million. They could have paid Francis Ngannou $10 million. And they could have promoted, this probably would have been one of the biggest that would have been one of the biggest grossing pay-per-views of all time. They would have made their money back. But I don't know. I just don't know what happened. That was you're talking about a missed opportunity and one that sucks. And now Francis may come back, but Francis got some bigger opportunities in boxing, because of what happened with Tyson Fury. So, I'm sorry, but Jones versus Miocic is not a replacement for Jones versus Ngannou. Now, Jones versus Aspinall might be a replacement for that fight, because we don't know how good Tom Aspinall really is yet. And I'll say this. What Tom Aspinall should do is fight one more time. He should find another contender, destroy that contender, and then at that point, John Jones is going to have no choice but to fight Tom Aspinall, because then at that point, the fans are going to demand it. Because then at that point, Tom Aspinall will be seen as a legitimate champion. So, even more so than that fluke when Jones got over Cyril Gane. And yeah, I'm sorry, that was a fluke. I doubt, if they fought again, I doubt that fight will play out like that. I'm not saying Jones wouldn't beat him, but I don't think it would have happened I don't think it'll ever happen like that again. So it is what it is. But, in my opinion, it's no doubt in my mind the hardcore fans would rather see Jones versus Aspinall than Jones versus Miocic. But I even think the casuals, once they really see, how bad of a dude Tom Aspinall is, that I think he is, what he's shown me so far, you know. And I'm gonna tell you, this is the heavyweights. If y'all don't remember, not that long ago, Tom Aspinall lost to Curtis Blades. You know, he hurt his leg and lost, you know, TKO. I mean, he ain't really lose, but he got injured in the match, and that could happen. You know, same thing could happen with Stipe. Stipe could fight Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall gets injured, and now Stipe is the champion, and he fight John Jones, and now the fight means more with John Jones because now Stipe is the champ. So I don't know, man. They need to do something though. But you know, just holding up the division for a fight between Jones and Miocic is just, you know, just not worth it in my opinion. The fight is not the caliber of fight that you should be holding up the division for, especially when the heavyweight division is probably better than it's been in a long time. There are a lot of young and up and coming good contenders, man. A lot of people that can fight. The heavyweight is a serious division right now. You know, you got a lot of good fighters. You know, Cyril Gane, Sergey Pavlovich, Tom Aspinall, Jelton Almeida. You know, it's a lot. You still got people like Curtis Blades. You know, there's a lot of good heavyweights right now. And this is then that ain't even counting Jones and Miocic. If they decided to stay around and fight even longer, you never know. But, you know, that's a lot of good fights that can be made in the heavyweight. That ain't, you know, you still got the Tai Tavases and all of them out there. So, yeah, you got a lot of good heavyweight fights that can be made right now. This is not the time to be holding up the division, in my opinion. You know, and that's all I really wanted to say. I'm not even going to make this a long video. Do the fans want to see Tom Aspinall versus John Jones? I believe they do. Especially if Tom goes out there and smashes another contender. If he goes out there and does another fighter like he did Sergey Pavlovich, there's no doubt in my mind that the demand is going to be Jones and Tom Aspinall. And if Tom Aspinall were to fight John Jones and wipe him out, now at that point, we don't know who the baddest man on the planet is anymore. At that point, we don't really know if Francis Ngannou could beat Tom Aspinall. So, and that's where I think things might go, to be honest, depending on how things play out. You know, that's the fight I really want to see, maybe more than even Jones and Ngannou, is Tom Aspinall and Francis Ngannou. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. Please like the video. Please share the video. You know, if you got any thoughts, comments, questions, whatever, please leave them. You know, I love talking UFC with you guys. So, you know, whatever you think, you know, post your comments and let me know. Anyway, y'all, thank you for watching the video. I love y'all. Peace.